The river is a vein leaking secrets of the dead. 1804, the map was painted red. Listen to the limestone, hear the spirits talk. We're heading up the canyon, looking for Lewis and Clark. St. Louis was a ghost town mirror in the rearview haze. 45 men walking into the devil's own maze, pushing the keelboat against the Missouri's heavy spine, across the Mandan winters in the shifting borderline. Meriwether had the demons, William had the grit, carving names into the timber where the lightning hit. They weren't just mapping land, they were hunting for the soul of a continent that's jagged, dark, and never whole. The current pulls back like a hand from the grave. The mountain don't care if you're master or slave. The shadows are tall, the water is black. There's no turning around and there's no looking back. Searching for the passage, looking for the light, looking for Lewis and Clark in the middle of the night. At the gates of the mountains where the limestone bleeds, planted in the canyon like some wicked iron seeds. They're the outlaws of the history, the bandits of the map, caught inside the Rockies in a cold and lonely trap. July 1805, the heat was a heavy shroud. They reached a place where the earth screamed out loud. 1,200 feet of rock rising straight out of the flow, the gates of the mountains where the sun refused to go. Lewis gripped his journal, saw the cliffs begin to close. The Missouri narrowed down where the ancient spirit rose. He named the iron ramparts, felt the breath of something old, a story written in the stone that never has been told. Searching for the passage, looking for the light, looking for Lewis and Clark in the middle of the night. At the gates of the mountains where the limestone bleeds, planted in the canyon like some wicked iron seeds. They're the outlaws of the history, the bandits of the map, caught inside the Rockies in a cold and lonely trap. Enter the sacred spaces, the silence has 1,000 faces. The bride is waiting in the rock, dressed in winter frost. The patron saint of every soul the expedition lost. Sacred ground, hollow bone, the bride sits on the throne, watching every traveler who wanders here alone. Yeah, they call it discovery, I call it a heist, trading their sanity for a glimpse of the Christ. In the peaks of the bitter root, the hunger was a knife, chewing on the leather just to keep a spark alive. The outlaws of the wild, breaking laws of the flesh. Every mile a funeral, every mile a test. From the gates to the Pacific, yeah, the ghosts still ride, but the ghost of Sacagawea as their only damn guide. Searching for the passage, looking for the light, looking for Lewis and Clark in the middle of the night. At the gates of the mountains where the limestone bleeds, planted in the canyon like some wicked iron seeds. They're the outlaws of the history, the bandits of the map, caught inside the Rockies in a cold and lonely trap. Now the tourists ride the boats where the keel used to scrape, looking for a legend, looking for an escape. But if you look up at the bride when the moon is thin and pale, you'll see the corpse of discovery still blazing out the trail. You'll hear the splash of oars in the middle of the deep, the promises that Merriweather never got to keep. A haunting in the canyon, a shadow on the wall, the Rocky Mountain outlaw cry, the loudest of them all. Searching for the passage, looking for the light, looking for Lewis and Clark in the middle of the night. At the gates of the mountains where the limestone bleeds, planted in the canyon like some wicked iron seeds. They're the outlaws of the history, the bandits of the map, caught inside the Rockies in a cold and lonely trap. Gates are closing, the bride is watching, sacred spaces, hallowed ground still looking.